How have you found your role as the leader of the company has changed since you were a sort of embryonic startup to now you've got 7 employees and hopefully soon 14 as well?
So it's really hard to develop a process when you don't know what's right. And I think one thing that we've seen in other areas of the business is that the best way to learn about who's a great fit for the company is to really try it out. So initially what we would do is we would work on mini projects with potential candidates. This was extremely telling, and what it allowed us to do also was to take a step back and say, was that successful, was that not successful, and why? And then are they a great fit for a startup? And it's a very different environment than a large company or maybe a freelance job where you're not working with other people. And then the last question is more of the competency, like are they a right fit for this role? You have to have an incredible sense of drive and hunger. It's always because they're willing to put in the work to get there. And if you want the 9 to 5 or you want to really check out when you leave the office, it's probably not a good fit. You need someone that's not fueled by the hours or but it's fueled by this urge to build something or be part of something bigger. When you work with somebody or begin to work with somebody and it doesn't work out, there's that cost associated with it. Whether that's given, you will sink a certain number of dollars and time into that. Right. But then there's the cost that you don't think about, and that's the rippling effect of when you bring someone in that's not a good fit, and maybe their negativity or their cynicism or something about that relationship starts to impact other relationships or the dynamic of the team. One of our biggest concerns was, well, what if we bring on somebody and they ruin this great team and this dynamic that we've built? And you do everything as an entrepreneur and as a founder, as just a teammate, to help create a really supportive environment where people feel comfortable to fail, to really try and go out of their way, regardless of the outcome. And when you bring somebody in that could potentially upset that balance, it's everything for you. And what we realized was that if you really work to develop a great foundational layer and that core team, it becomes unshakable because you've built a process of open feedback and constant checkpoints to understand where people are and how happy they are and fulfilled they are. And you're able to really catch problems before they happen or really talk about it in a mature, open way. And so you become to actually set up a much more preventative situation where bad hires, so to speak, are really contained.